Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Tuesday, January 29th. Good morning. Good. Hello to folks that are coming in. I'm going to run and get my phone. I cannot see my chat window again. I don't know why they do that. All right. Good morning. I have lots on my plate this morning. Here's Pinelope. It was an interesting day yesterday. A busy day, an interesting day. Let's see if I can get my chat here. Got my alarm clock. Hi, Auntie Ro. Good morning, Auntie Ro. I'm actually going to watch my chat. I find that I can follow the chat better if I follow it right here on my phone. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go to my channel out here and go to my live stream. And there we go. It's 2 a.m. Auntie Ro, it's 2 a.m. Good morning. Hi, Tina. Good morning, Tina. How are you this morning? Welcome to folks that are watching. Let's turn off all my notifications here. Okay. Okay. Well, I find that I can actually follow my chat just a little bit better in here on my phone because I'm holding it right in the palm of my hand. And not that I am any expert in following chat. I'm trying to get better at it. I don't have any coffee this morning. I just have ice water. I was at Hobby Lobby yesterday, and their paper studio was 50% off. So I got some, I got some washi tape. I'm almost addicted to it as much as everybody else is. Hi, Ruth. Good morning. Good morning, ladies. Okay, look at this journal, February journal. And I actually, this is the January one. And I'm starting to edge the pages with gold. Don't ask me why. Well, it's gold. But I'm getting ready to close this out and start a new one. And I thought I'd work on the new one a little bit later this morning. I was at Hobby Lobby yesterday. Let me put my journal down here. I was at Hobby Lobby yesterday, and I saw this set of brushes for, it was originally $13, and it's been marked down to $3.24. Makes me wonder if they've been open, but they don't look bad. If they've been taken out, they've been... So, and I thought, well, I'm hard on my brushes, and I need crafty brushes. So $3.24 for a set of brushes. Yeah, I'll do that. So I got those at Hobby. I didn't buy a lot. I did not buy a lot. I have to tell you, on my old laptop, not the new one, not the one that yeah, it feels like somebody's used this brush. Somebody's used this brush. The bristles are stiff. But that's okay. I'll just use it for now. They're kind of, but it feels like somebody has pulled this brush out and maybe used it. That's why it was marked down. This one too. But I'll just use it to do my backgrounds, and I'm not picky. For $3, $3.24 for a set of these crafty brushes. These look okay. These are still in the little plastic piece that they put there to protect it. Fan brush. These are not expensive brushes to begin with, but I'm not looking for expensive stuff. As hard as I am with my brushes. Well, there's a train going through town. Of course. That's a big tube of tape. Yeah, that is one of those. What did I do with it? Put it over here. This washi tape, this is one of those larger ones. They're originally $20, but it was 50% off. I don't buy anything unless it's on sale. And then I even hesitated. There's not a whole lot of designs that I really go for, but this is called the Dream. Let's see, it's the Dream washi tape, Dreamer washi tape. Kindness is a cool. Kindness is cool. Follow your rainbow. Be your. I don't know what that is. Be true, I think. Dream on, dreamer. Never grow up. Queen of top knot, and then just some arrows and something else in here. I can't stop, it says up here. So when I see it on sale, I'll get it. I had to do a mailing yesterday. Look what I found. I've been cleaning, I've been organizing, and we worked in this glue book last year. Actually, this big old eagle was sent to me by Laura Gain, and I put it on this road atlas. Nice big old eagle here. Actually, this is just the cover. I didn't cover the road atlas, but I had started in my live streams doing some glue booking. So yeah, I thought maybe I'd work in it a little more. So there's where it's at. Here's a Christmas page we did. Shoes. Fabulous. Shoes. I probably put those other shoes on there. We were into these black shoes with red lips. So I thought I might work on that a little this morning. And let's catch up with chat here. I'm trying to catch up with, do my chat to stay current with chat. Ruth says she only has a few minutes. Ruth works, so thanks for popping in, Ruth, and saying good morning to us. Yeah, that is a nice variety of tape. Hi, Amber. Amber Moon, good morning. Auntie Ro and Tina, Amber Moon, and Ruth is there in the house. So I have some happy mail. Quite a surprise. This happy mail comes from our Janet. Everybody knows Janet. Janet is so very helpful as a moderator in our streams. And she just, not only my stream, she helps out several of us. She is so good. She's always running and getting links. And yes, we do. We love our Janet. Annie Rose says, I'll be around an hour or so, and then I'll go nap before work. Well, Annie Rose, if you get tired, you just don't even think twice about going and getting some rest. All right, let's see what Janet sent. It feels like Oh my goodness, what did she do here? What did she do? Oh, look at what she's done. Janet. Oh, look. Look what she did. Oh my goodness. Janet, this is wonderful. And this looks like strips of paper here. It actually looks like strips of maybe wallpaper. And she's put a lace, and this is my stamp. How did she do that? It feels like it's on fabric almost. I didn't send it to her. Is this paper, Janet? Oh my goodness. How did you do that? Did you use one that I sent to you? Do I need to send you another one? Oh, guys, this is Pinelope. This is my stamp of Pinelope, and look, she's put a sidebar, and look. Oh my goodness. Oh, and she put a pocket in here. January 2019 for my dearest Meri. Oh, Janet. She says, I hope you will enjoy using this journal that I've made for you. I just wanted to say thank you for everything you do. I'm so happy to have you and your art as a part of my everyday life. Hugs and happiness, Janet. Oh, Janet, this could not have come at a better time. This came at exactly the right time. Thank you so very much. And look, she's put this paper in Midori-style so that she knows I like to pull it out and work on. Oh, this is perfect, Janet. This is just wonderful. And I can incorporate this in the 2019 signatures that I'm making. And I might just start on that. See, my signatures are going to be magazine style, but this will still fit in. This, I can still put it in the custom. I'm going to have a pretty big custom keeper from Janet. I mean, from Shannon. We're still talking about it. She's probably just back from CHA Creativation, if she's back yet. So, yeah. So, this is just wonderful. I am so touched. I am so touched. And you know what? I might put my lists in here. This might just be perfect. All those lists that I'm making. I'm still getting my printer set up. I had to do a trip yesterday. Like I said, on my old laptop, not my brand new one, but my old one, my screen broke. So I got a monitor, and I'm hoping it'll work. I went to a used computer store and bought a monitor for it. I can see it. The inside is not damaged. I can see all my files and everything, but the left half of the screen is just, you can't even get to it. So I can't get to my start bar, but I can come over the right half of the screen and hit my file manager, and then I can get into everything on all my files on my drive and everything. So I think it's just a matter of hooking up a new monitor to it. So that's where I went yesterday. And in the process, here's what I'm going to do, guys. For my February journal, I think I'll just start on this. For the cover, last year, I do not do a lot of canvas work, mostly because I do not have a lot of wall space to hang canvas art. But last year, painting with fiber my Angela Green, she's another channel on here on YouTube. She had a painting, not a challenge, but boy, my mind is just still asleep. A collaboration. And I participated in that collaboration. And if you remember, this is what I painted. It was Pinelope, and then I have a little chalkware doll. So I thought what I would do is disassemble this canvas and make this as the cover for my February section. So I think I will just get to that right now. Let's check chat. Hi, Lamar Strong. Hi, not me. Mrs. Andrews. Good morning. Yeah. So, and this is just craft paint. This is just Americana craft paint. This is not beautiful, beautiful, beautiful paints. And I think this canvas, it's stapled on. I'm not going to worry about removing the staples because I think I have enough room here that I can, I do. I think I'll just cut it off. Let's see what I can do here. So, thank you, Lamore. Welcome, welcome, ladies. So that's going to be the cover of my February journal. And I still have that Shakespeare canvas that Dee Dee Willingham sent me. I'm going to cut it on the side here if I can. Because I can always trim it down once I get it off of the... Once I get it off of the stretcher, I can trim it down. Yeah. See, that's working. So I thought I'd put together my February journal. One of the participants, I think it's Journey, or is it? I'm not sure it is, but they said be sure and show us how you make your signatures. So that's why I'm doing that here. I'm going to get a good start on it. There we go. And so I have the stretcher bar for if I want to stretch a canvas. I'll take the staples out later. Maybe I'll give it to my brother and have him do it. He really does like to do those types of things. He's put together all those bookshelves for me. What did he do the other day? He did something else. Helped me out. I can't remember. He put together he put together those bookshelves. But he likes to do those things, I think, more than he admits. He's pretty good with working with his hands. So our phone people come today. My brother is deaf. He served in the Navy during the Vietnam War, and he was stationed over. He did not do the fighting, but he was on a destroyer, and he was an engineer, and he worked in the engine room, and as a result, he kind of lost his hearing. And he told me, he said that they slept right underneath of the guns. And I'm going, they put the men sleeping right underneath of those big old guns? And that's what he said. And I'm going, well, that was interesting. I'm not the brightest person, but I don't think I would have put all those men sleeping underneath of the guns. Hi, Beth Schuler. Ruth had to go to work. Bye, Ruth. Have a great day. Yes, I do plan on being in Tanya's Hangout tonight. I had some computer issues last night. I couldn't get into Lisa's stream. That's why I was telling you about my brother. I was getting there. He's going to get one of those caption phones, and they're hooking it up today. And I lifted up the modem to get the ID, the name of the modem and everything, and all the password information. And I did something. I couldn't get back on the internet. So I was down. I couldn't get on. It wasn't working, and I didn't get them called until about 10 o'clock because the TV was going. So I called, and I got one service representative who ended up saying the modem was broken, and she put me on hold, and she was doing something. I don't know what she was doing, and pretty soon the phone clicked off. So I'm going, she hung up on me. I don't think she knew too much what she was doing. I don't like to be disrespectful, but I don't know. I didn't have a great confidence in what she was saying to me. And so I called back, and I got this gentleman who I could tell right away I was going to get along with him. And he went right to the issue. He solved it for me in 5 minutes. And, so I'm back up and going again. But that just did not make my day. Let's see. I honestly do think I'm going to leave this, leave it here to let it flap over a little and cut it in here. Where's my ruler? And I don't know if I can mark this enough with my white pen. Do I have my white pen out here? Or any type of a pen? I think I took it out in the other room. Let's see. I think I've got one that I haven't used yet. I got one out the other day that I took it out by my chair, I think. I'm thirsty. I'm going to take a drink of water while I'm over here. Yesterday was a weird day for me, I'll tell you. Hi, Kimberly. Am I freezing? No? Can you see me? I was reaching over for my ink pens. Thank you, Auntie Ro. Oh, it says, are you freezing, Dar? Cheshire. Hi, Cheshire. Hi, Dar. Hi, Beth Schuler. Good morning, ladies. I am building my journal cover for February. And I think that, here, let's just mark it here, if I can. Let's just mark it here. Oh, yeah, that's going to. And I'm just eyeballing this. Nothing that I do is going to be perfect. I'm not after perfection. Oh, you guys, let me show you. You that just came in, I'll be showing this all morning. Janet sent me what did I do with it already? Here it is. Janet Baum sent me a journal. I'm just so touched. Look at how she's done this. She's done this so nice and neat. All these strips that she's done. Oh, mine would be messy. And she stitched it here. She stitched it along. She zigzag stitched it. And she made it Midori-style. Look, this is Tim Holtz paper. I know this ABC, these ABCs. I love it. She put a pocket. And she's put a pocket over here. And then I can take this out or put it in. Janet, I am just so, I'm just so touched with this. I think I'm going to use this as for lists because when I write down my list, I write them down pretty fast and sloppy. And I'll just recopy them over in here. And this will be perfect to keep my lists in. So, yay, Janet. Thank you. Isn't that nice? I tell you, I am so blessed with the things that people send me. The happy mail that people send me just touches my heart. And I did send out some happy mail yesterday, and I got 2 more images. I've got my kitty cat images that are going to go to Aunt Beck. They're ready to go. I mailed out my postcards yesterday. So I want to make this just a little bit wider than where I marked that. So I'm going to come over here maybe. Let's mark it here. Can I remove that? Yeah, just take my little spit. Doesn't hurt, Mary. And just come up a little. And let's mark this. This is where I'm going to cut it. I'm making my February journal cover out of a canvas that I painted in a collaboration last year. Painting with fibromyalgia. She's a painting channel here on YouTube. I met her in Creative Arts Collaboration Group. And we just had a painting challenge, and this is just craft paint. And this is Pinelope and the little chalkware doll that I have. This one I can kind of go just a little bit over there. So I'm going to use this as my February cover, I think. And I'm just going to put together my signatures here. I'm going to do that this morning, I believe. It may take me all morning to get this done. There we go. Kimberly says, I made a fire in my wood stove. We got a couple cold days ahead. Yes. Yes, they were. I was listening. I like to listen to internet radio. It talks me to sleep. And I was listening to them, and they said, February's going to get cold. Now, actually, what I have here, I guess I don't mind. Because, see, I painted this on May 20th, 2018. So I painted this last May, February, March, April, May, about 9 months ago, 8 or 9 months ago. But I was thinking I have more space down here than I do up here. But I might just, you know, have that space down there and put 2019 or something in there. I think that's what I'll do. But see, I can fold this in half. And this gal will probably be on the front. Yeah, she'll be on front. And Penelope will be on the back. That's just how it will go. And then let's trim the sides down a little. I should actually draw a line too. Let's see. Let's get my... Did I put my white pen away already? What did I do with my white pen? They seem to... How did they disappear on me like that? Where did that white pen run off to? Well, I'll cut it on this side. How is that? So I'm just going to mark this side here. Oh, there it is. I see it. Let's put it back over here. See, this will be my But for right now, I think I'm going to give myself a little extra space in there. But actually, I think what I will do is put this in here. And here's my pen. Hi, Kendra. Good morning. Hi, Marias. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. I'm making my February journal. I'm off to an interesting start here. I keep going, where's my pen? Now, where's my ruler? My ruler's underneath of the canvas here. I think I'll just mark this like this. I just want to trim off this edge a little, and I'll trim it more after I get the other part off, but I just want to trim this. Actually, well, we'll leave it like that. No, I don't think we will. I'm talking to myself. I think I'll trim it here. This ink will wash off this canvas pretty easy. I take a little spit and wash it off, but I will use hand sanitizer for these lines. Yeah. And this one, I'm just going to trim here. There. Okay, I put my white pen here, and my ruler I'm putting back here. Hi, Vanessa. Good morning, Vanessa. Hi, Cynthia. Good morning, ladies. Well, welcome. Thank you, Beth. She says it will be perfect. River City. Hi, River City. Welcome. I think I've welcomed everybody. If I've missed you, I apologize. I could not get into Lisa's stream last night. I missed my Pick 10 on Monday nights. My modem was on the fritz, but we got it resolved. I'm just going to cut this with my scissors along this line. I'm not looking for perfection here, and it will probably, as I use it, it will probably fray a little. I don't know, though. I put this acrylic paint on it, so but I'm cutting it as straight as I can on this line. I could do probably a better job if I used my utility knife and ruler and a cutting board and all of that, but we're not going to mess with that. Look at that. I could probably make a... I'll hold that. And then this will go here. I might paint some more of these canvases and paint them, because these are not expensive. Paint them with the idea that I'm going to make journal covers or put them in journals or whatever. I generally do not hang art, paintings or anything. We don't have the wall space, and it's really not it's not my area of art that I like to do. I mean, I don't mind doing it. It's not that I dislike it. It's just that I do a lot of art journaling. Hi, let's see. I said hello to Cynthia. Maria says, Meri, that looked like a computer screen with the black frame. Took me to a second. Oh, whoops. Sorry about that. Actually, I did have, with my old laptop, I don't know if you heard, Maria, because I think you just came in afterwards. But my old laptop, I have an old laptop that I refuse to put online. And it's Windows 7. I got it in 2010 or 2011. And I see that Microsoft is going to stop supporting Windows 7. And I read an article online that they're going to deprecate like the media player and stuff like that. I'm going, well, I'm not putting it online. If you're going to start doing all that, you're going to take away all the functionality. So I refuse to put my old computer. They're trying to get you to go to Windows 10. And so I'll just use it offline. But I opened up the laptop. I opened it up the other morning, and the screen was all cracked. So I went yesterday and I got a monitor, and I'm hoping that it'll work. A used monitor. I didn't buy it brand new. I went to a computer store and asked them if they had any used monitors around, and this actually is a TV monitor, so I'm hoping that it works, but I'm going to try it. We'll see. It's a nice one. It's big. It's huge. And if it doesn't work with my old laptop, I'm going to see if it'll work as a widescreen for this new laptop so I can read chat better. But I don't have the space for it over here. I mean, I would really need more space in this area where I'm working to actually use it. So I'm hoping that it'll work with my old one. Now I have a lot more space over here, but her hat comes out almost out to the edge. But I've got space in here and I've got space down here. So what I'll probably do is get some numbers for 2019 and put here, and that will help balance this out. But if I fold it this way, that should be about the size of my journals. Let's get my journal out here. Yeah. Whoops. So I've got it. Yeah. Let me pull this little one off. See, and it's about the same size here. So this will be for February. Of course, my January one is all fattened up. So I'm needing me a new one. So that's the cover. That is the cover. Oh, I'm loving this. I might paint some more of these this year. I did varnish this. This has been varnished with that ceramic coat. Good morning, Amber Moon. Everybody's saying good morning to Amber Moon. Meri, do you have a video showing you painting? I probably do. Cynthia, because it was a collaboration last May. I dated it May 20th. So I will, after the chat, I will go back through my videos and find it. It was a collaboration. YouTube channel collaboration with a painting channel. So, yeah, I think I do. And this is my Barb Owens sketchbook. I've showed this before. I started working on her eyes yesterday, but I was tired when I got home. So I'm doing sketches of Barb Owens off of her video because I want to get ready to do her in my Influential Woman's book. This is the last one I did, which I think really looks like her over here. I'm still working on her eyes and her lips. This one I think looks like her, but maybe her a couple years ago. And then these others are just ink sketches. They're just fast. What did I do with them here? They're just fast ink sketches that I worked off of. I kind of like this one of her. And this one, she's got a nice smile. I've been working on her eyes there. This one, I'm not sure that I caught her there. But I started working on her eyes yesterday, and I just stopped because I was tired. I might just practice her eyes or practice her lips, not try to make a face, just practice different. Because my goal is to fill this book with Barbara Owen sketches so that by the time I do the painter in my women's influential book, I'll have her down. And then here's where I was testing my pencils. 2H, HB, 2B, 4B, 6B, and an 8B. So I'll pull that into the February. Now I want to get out the pages, and I think I'm just going to start stacking them up here. I put 17 pages. This is Bristol. I didn't buy this. I bought this last month. They had it on sale. This is Bristol paper, and I thought I'd try it. I buy this paper on sale. Believe me. Oh, you know, I might have cut this too short. No, it's not too. No, look, it's way too short. I cut this too short. I'm going to have to cut my pages down a little. Or is this too long? No, that's 11 by 17. I cut my cover too short. Well, I could fix that. I cut it about 1 inch too short when I was trimming. Why did I do that? That pad that I was using must have been shorter. Well, I can fix that. I'll fix it just by, I know I'll make a wraparound. That's what I'll do. I'll make a wraparound. I'll attach some fabric here, and then I'll wrap it around. And I'll wrap it around and tuck it under the front cover. I goofed. I always goof. I never do anything straight. I don't, but I know I allowed for extra space. I must have used, that piece that I used must have been shorter, that piece that I traced off of. So I'm going to grab, I want plenty of paper. And I was running out of paper in January. So I'm going to grab 2 of these sheets of Bristol. That might be a little much, but we're grabbing it for now. And I'm just going to start building my signature here. I got some graph paper. I think I used about 4 sheets. Let's see, because this is where I build my ATCs on this graph paper. So 4, 8 is 16, and 16 is 32. So that's enough for the month of February if I do 4 on a sheet. But I think I like to have a couple more just for working. And this paper's thin. We'll see how I get here, how much I get here. So there's my graph paper. And then let's see, where is it here? I got this Strathmore. This is parchment paper, and I paid $2.50 for it. It was priced at $10. 25 sheets. There's probably not 25 sheets in here now. And it had been opened when I bought it, but they were selling it for $2.50. But I think I'll grab a couple of these parchment papers here. This one's kind of wrinkly from it being out, so I'll use that. Let's just pull it out here. Parchment. I'm going to use 2 of those. I'm building my signature. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I thought I got 2 of those. I did. 7, 8. So I got 8 sheets. But I had 17 in my January journal, and I didn't have enough. So I've got 8 here. So I wanted 25, so that means I need some. This might be a little, but I got some copy paper here. Wait a minute here. I'm just going to pull out several sheets of copy paper. And put this aside. That's a big old ream of copy paper. And I went to Dollar General. And last month I used that black paper that was on a roll. But I found this sheet of paper at Dollar General for $1. And it's black on both sides. It's they call it poster board, but this is an awfully thin poster board. This is not, well, the label's tearing here, but I'm going to let it tear off. This is just dollar store paper, so it's not going to be all art over this or collage over that. Come on, come on. I probably should have left it on there and collaged over the label, but I don't do those things. That was the logical thing to do. It's not expensive paper, but I'm not looking for expensive stuff. And I was thinking that I could even put in some, I got some old newspapers that I got from Jerry Bellini. I was thinking I could use some of those, but I don't think I'll do that in this. Come on. Here I am peeling this label off. It's almost off. I'll collage over this corner or make a pocket over it or something. There we go. So, or I might even not use it. So I can get, let's get my cover out of the way. I'm kind of disappointed that I cut that too short, but when I do those type of things, I can fix it because see, I'll attach a piece of fabric. I'll show you with this. I'll attach a piece of fabric to the edge here. And well, actually it'll come it'll come here. And then when I close it, I'll close it up like and let that piece of fabric roll on the inside like that. It's all good. It's all good. I know I measured it though. That piece that I was using to measure must not have been a full 17 inches. I thought it was. So let's get this out of the way. Let's get these sheets out of the way. This is how I build my journal. Let's see. Is this a full 17? I thought did I use this? 0? That's 17 inches. So what I want to do here, 11, and I think this is 11 by, I think I can get 3 sheets out of this. 11. Let's just mark it. Where's my white pen? Thought I put it over here. Yeah. You guys get to see me struggle through this. I don't mind that. Always have a plan B. Those stickers, yeah, Kimberly says those stickers aggravate me. Good morning, Ann. Ann Lar, good morning. I'm building my February signature. And I'm just going to cut this by hand. I don't care if it's not straight. This is just an art journal. In fact, the more distressed it is, probably the happier I am. As I was watching, we were watching Wheel of Fortune last night. And one of the puzzles said that distressed or stressed, S-T-R-E-S-S. Look at that. It's exactly 22 inches. So I can get exactly two sheets out of here. Is desserts. D-E-S-S-E-R-T-S is distressed, spelled backwards. The things you watch, you learn by watching the Wheel of Fortune. There. And then I think I can get a sheet down here. So I can get 3 sheets of black paper. I want to put some different kinds of paper in my journal. Yeah, my lamp is in the way. Meri, you used a blue pad to measure with. Okay, so if I used a blue pad to measure with, it is, oh, I'll bet you, yeah, that makes sense because this is 11 by 15. So, and I wanted 11 by 17. So I'm a couple inches too short. So next time I won't use the blue pad to measure with. That was dumb. But we'll fix that. I'll just add an extension. I like my journals to have a wraparound piece anyway. And I'll just get a piece of fabric or maybe a strong paper. We'll see what I have. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Maybe I have something that will be nice to use for February. All right. So I'm going to hand cut this on these white lines. Like I said, I'm not worried about it being nice and neat. I'm going to cut it as nice as I can, but if it's got a little curvy line up here, all the better. It's just, these are going to be a signature in my journal, pages in my signature for my journal. I use black ink on them. And I like this. I got this. They're calling it poster board, but it's really not as thick as poster board that you would get at this is dollar store paper. It's not as thick as the poster board that you would buy like at Hobby Lobby. It's a little bit thinner paper, but I like it for, it's getting too long for me here. Let me flip it over. I like it for pages. I like it for pages in my journal, and I like it because it's black on both sides. I bought that project paper, which was glossy, and it was only black on one side, and that's what I used in my January journal. And, you know, hey, if I can buy this at the dollar store, I will. And I should probably cut this with my knife and a ruler, but like I said, if it's not perfectly straight, it's not going to bother me any. This is nothing that I'm making that's going to go out to anybody. This is just my art journal. I end up scratchy drawing and all of that on these anyway, so. There. There's one page. I'll flip it over. That's pretty good. I'm not complaining. Got a little black to play with there. Now let's do this. Let's look at chat. And Laura said, good morning. Beth Schuler says, Meri used a blue pad. And, you know, I'm up with chat. Usually I'm way behind the chat. My morning streams, I get a lot more art done in the morning. I still have some ATCs to make in my January journal, so that's on my plate. I still have Anne's Snow Globe to finish. But I did get some mail out yesterday, so I'm not going to let myself get overwhelmed with participating in swaps this year. I kind of, and I commit to things, and then I get myself dug in. So I'm going to be a little bit more careful about what I commit to this year. Let's turn it around. Now, I'm still wanting to get those snow globes painted. So I'll get them done. I do have to get my journals done, though, because February's coming up. There. All right. So I got 1, 2, 3 sheets here. Well, that's got that. That's okay. I'll collage over that or make a pocket or something, I keep saying. I'll put it down there. So 3 sheets here. And let's count them. I want at least 25 sheets. I may not quite have them. I got another paper I want to do. So I could even use, I could use this. No, it's a little too short because I cut this bigger. I could cut that down here, though. I could cut that down and make it the same size. And then attach this here and let this flap over. I think that's what I'll do. And if it doesn't work, I can always remove it. I think that's what I'll do. All right, so here's the cover. And I've got 1, 2, 3. Here's the Bristol sheet, 4, 5. The graph paper is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I want 25 pages because I used 17 in my January journal and I was left looking for pages. I filled it up completely, so I want a little bit more. This watercolor paper is a little bit shorter, but I don't mind that. Let's see. I think I'm going to grab 2 sheets. Oh, here's one of the daffodils. 2 of the daffodils. I need to send out these daffodils. Crystal K, Patricia Strufert, and Maria Duncan. I got the other daffodil. I need to send these out. I did these last April. And look, I haven't sent them out yet. Isn't that horrible? I'm wondering, is this for the... Yeah, it is, because I got the... So I need to send these out. These are going to be mailed out a year late, but I'll get them there. Oh, how embarrassing. See, I let myself get overwhelmed. I let myself get overwhelmed with this, and I'm not going to do that this year. I'm going to try to send out what I said I'd send out and get myself all straightened out and then just do one and send it out, and then before I commit to another one or have it ready to send out. All right. So I have 19, 20, 21. And then the other thing that I thought I'd put in here was I got some of these clasp envelopes at Walmart. And I thought that I'd put, they'll be a little short, or I could open them up this way. Let's see. Let's open up and take one out. I like it that it's a pocket, but it's a little bit too small for my, but I do like it that it's a pocket. If I open it enough, I've got another sheet. Let's see what I'm doing here. Let's open this up. I'm doing kind of envelopes from, oh dear, Tanya McGuire's rubbing off on me. She's got me using envelopes. Hi, Nana Mo. Welcome. Better late than never, Meri. Yeah, I understand, Nana. I understand. Don't you worry about getting in here on time. You just, and if you folks who had to leave, don't worry about it. I'm just thankful you guys come in and say good morning to me. I'm just going to draw here. I'm going to cut there. I'm going to play with this envelope and see what kind of a page I can get out of it. Dar says, I'm working on getting in the shower, but I can't leave my bed tent. I suppose it's cold where you are, huh? I don't know. My alarm went off this morning at 4. I heard it and I woke up, but I had a little bit of trouble. I was in this dream. I can't remember what the dream was. I'm always dreaming, and I suppose it's because of my life situation, but always dreaming about moving into a new house. I'm always dreaming about moving into a new house and what room that I get, and, you know, like when you're kids. And how many rooms there are in the house and how big it is. And there. Now let's cut this side off. I'm just experimenting with this envelope. I don't know if I'm going to use it or not. I got that little claspy thing there in the way. You wouldn't be right where I want to be. And of course, that's the part that's glued down. Tim Holt's scissors cuts right through it. Throw that part in the wastebasket because I don't want to step on it. Yeah, I feel like I missed my yesterday. Things just kind of went in the daze. All right, let's throw these away. I don't really want those. Is it cold out there? Well, now I want to open up this envelope. And maybe it's glued here. Let's just cut along that line. This is a lot of trouble to go to get a different type of paper. I can't see the line here. Let's flip the line. Come on, open up here. There. I got a grocery sack too, but that I might use as a journal cover. It has a great big thank you. Where's my canvas here? See, I'm thinking something that flips. See, and I really don't mind if this is creased, but I think I'll cut this side off. Yeah. Here. Line it up. This is probably boring you all. But if you want to see how I build my journal, this is just building the different types of papers that I'm going to use in this. And I do think I'm going to do another one of these envelopes. I want at least 25 sheets in this signature. So we'll just call that, I don't care if it's got creases in it. This is, I keep saying, this is just my journal. I might just make a little pocket out of it or something when I'm working along, you know. After my page, I could actually fold it in and make a little pocket. So now that I have an idea of what I'm doing, let's see. I think about maybe a couple more of these. And I'll try to go through these a little faster this time. Just 2 more of these. And this time I will, let's see, I'll cut this off here. I'm not even going to bother with, I'm just going to cut it right here. I don't care if it's not perfectly straight. That's not the object of it. But I do want it to be 11 inches here. Boy, I cut that short, didn't I? Seems like it's shorter to me. This, you know, that's okay though. We'll just leave it that way. I'm dealing with this little clasp area. Let's go ahead and cut it along the edge here. See what I'm doing. And I don't think I can pull this completely off, but I can cut it off. There. Oh, I see how it's got little prongs in there. Alrighty, so let's get my sheet of Bristol out here. Meri's just playing. Meri's just playing. I could do all of this off camera, but then you wouldn't see how I do this. I won't do this every month. Bore you to tears every month. Yeah. I got it crooked there. That's, yeah. Not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it. There. Vanessa's in the house. Auntie Ro had to leave. Bye, Auntie Ro. She has to go get some rest before she goes to work. She works an 8-hour day, she told me. I think I remember her saying she works an 8-hour day. I appreciate you all coming in and saying good morning to me. I know several of you have to have full days ahead of you. You have full days ahead of you. You helped start my day out right. There. So one more. I hope I'm not boring you. Boring you to tears. One more envelope here. Meri, you have no mods this morning. They're sleeping in, I guess. Do I have any trolls in here? Nobody's in here causing trouble, are they? No, I don't think so. I tell you, 4:30 in the morning, don't worry about it too much. The trolls are asleep. The trolls are not very active at 4:30 in the morning. Of course, it's a little bit later now, but thank you, Vanessa. Kendra says, I have so many projects I need to do, but Candy Crush keeps calling my name. You know, those games can be very relaxing. I like to play solitary. I like to do the daily challenge because I like to get them all the daily challenges done for the month. Oh, dear. And I like to play that little bubble shooter game. And I like to play the Sudoku, whatever however you pronounce that, the number squares. I like to play that. I do okay with that. I'm not going to worry about this too much because one edge I'm going to cut off. This edge here probably. I want 25 sheets in this February journal. That should give me plenty to do pick 10s and to do my doodle challenges. And I want to do some scavenger hunt pages. I'm doing the fib sketch a day. So I need a few pages. Oh, I marked that and it didn't even. Now let's do it with my ruler. Yeah, it would probably be better if I did this on a cutting mat, but here again, like I say, I'm not going to worry about it. It's just my journal page. It's just my, I usually get them all dog-eared and anyway, so messed up. It's my happy journal. It's not meant to be pristine and perfect. There. All right, this is the last envelope that I'm going to cut. But I do need to cut it, so let's get at it. And it would probably work better if I just did it with an X-Acto knife on a cutting mat, but I don't care too much. I'm just using it because it's a different type of paper, manila envelope paper. And I think I may need about 3 more sheets, but I'll use that copy paper, I think. We'll count them here again. All righty. Let's see what I have. Let's look at chat. My mom plays solitaire so much it burned her computer screen and she had to buy a new screen. Oh, dear. I'll bet she was a good player, though. All right, so I've got 1, 2, 3 of these. One, I've got another Bristol in here. Let's save that Bristol out. So there's 3, 2 watercolors. 2 watercolors. They're a little bit shorter, but I don't mind that. So there's 5. There's 5. Where's my other Bristol page here? Well, I'll put this at the bottom. All right. So I got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there's 13. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and I'm going to grab another piece of that copy paper, and that'll make 25. So now what I want to do, is kind of mix them up in here. I kind of want to mix them up. I don't want them all the same. So I think I'll take a couple of these. 1, 2, maybe 3, because there's a lot of these. So 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. Let's do a black page. Pull my black pages out. This is I got it dirty. That's one of those Bristols. Let's do some graph. Actually, I'm going to do a graph in here because I like to do my ATC. So I'll do a graph there. And then maybe a couple of these and another graph. And then a black, and maybe 2 of these. No, maybe yeah, 2 of these, a manila. Come on, manila. A manila. One of these Bristols. Watercolor. Watercolor will be shorter. And let's do a couple of these again. And a graph paper. Oops, it's still hooked to a graph paper. A manila. A black. This is going to be a pretty thick journal, but I use all these pages. Let's see, I had 17, so I added 8 more pages, which really was I actually added 32 more pages. That might be a little too many. We'll see. I had 17. I had 68 pages in my January journal. And if I do 25 pages times 4, I'll have 100 pages. But I certainly don't need, well, that's what, 32 more pages? I'm adding 32 more pages. I really don't need that many. So 32, 28, 24. If I add 6 pages, what am I doing here? 4. It would be 6. 4. It'd be 8. That'd be 5, 20. If I add 5 more pages, I'll get 20 more pages. And 68 and 20 would give me 88 pages. That should be enough. So let's recount these. So I only want 20 instead of 25. I'll do that after I get these separated. Meri's talking to herself. I'm trying to figure out. I'm thinking this might be a little bit too thick. We'll get it. What I don't use this month, I can use next month. Here's my parchment papers. I want those. I'll put those in here. And I probably only need 1 watercolor paper. Well, let's see what I got here. It's going to be a pretty thick journal, but you know, that's okay with me. I use it. I use it. That looks pretty good. Let's see what I have here. I pulled out 1, 2. I need to pull out 3 more pages. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to leave these in. 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe I'll pull out one of these. 9. Maybe I'll pull out one of these. So I've got how many pulled out here now? 1, 2. I need 1 more. I'll just pull one of these. Pardon me while I think what I'm doing. There. That should do it. Oh, I'm liking it. I can tell you I'm liking it already. Except I'll probably fold it this way. And now I'll have to trim. I probably will trim this after I get it stitched together. I'll trim these pages down with an X-Acto knife, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. And I am going to make this all in one. I'm going to poke holes. Yes, I am. It's going to be pretty thick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's the Bristol paper's pretty thick. 8. But I want it to journal on. 9. 10. Watercolor paper's pretty thick. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I wanted 20. 1, 2. Oh, I probably counted those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Excuse me while I figure this out. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Maybe I'll put this back. All right, there we go. So now what I want to do is I've got a few sheets left here I'll use for next month. What I want to do now is go back to my cover, whatever I did with that. Yeah. See, I set things aside and then I can't find them. I don't know what I did with that cover. 3 feet of space and I can't find what I want. Here it is. Now, I actually measured this wrong. Well, I actually measured it right, but I used the wrong size of measurement. So it's just a little bit short. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this. Actually, I'm going to attach it to the back. Cut this down. I'm going to attach it to the back and it's going to flip in this way. And I'm thinking I might need a little bit wider piece. So I may take one of these pieces here that I pulled out. May take one of these. And so I can have it flip more. So that's what I'm going to do there. But in order to do that, I'm going to cut this down. Here. Get my pages out of the way. You are watching me build my February journal. I go through a little bit of motion to do it, but I get it done, and then I'm usually happy with it after I get it done. And I had so much fun playing in the January one. And Janet sent me. Janet, for those of you who come in a little bit later, I'll keep showing this throughout the stream. Janet Baum sent me this. She made this composition journal for me. And it looks like it's made out of wallpaper strips here. And she stitched it along the side. Am I buffering? There. She stitched it along the side. Hi, Rodesta. And she's made it Midori style. She's put a little piece of yarn in here and made the little tassels. I love these little tassels. And she's put a pocket here and a note, and then she's put she actually took the composition paper out, and I really love that she did that because I like working with them like that. And then it's got a pocket in the back here. And I think I'm going to use this to copy down my lists. I got my list all over the place. And look, she used my Pinelope stamp. She used my Pinelope stamp. I'm going to have to send her an extra, I think, an extra stamp of that. And it looks like she's really collaged. It almost looks like fabric. But I know I didn't stamp anything off on fabric. She might have printed it off on fabric. I'm going to ask her how she did that. And then she put pearls around there and a little bit of lace. I just love it. This will mean a lot to me. It just means a lot to me when people do this. It means a lot. All right, back to my own strivings here. Oh, Meri, Meri, Meri. Back to my own February journal. I'll probably be all morning on this, but that's okay. There'll be more mornings to do other things. Let's see. I'm going to mark it here. Yeah. Get out those scissors again. What did I do with them? Put them over here. Oh, yeah, I'm cutting it on the right. I wanted to be sure that I was cutting it off of the bottom. I'm going to trim a little piece off the bottom here, and that will center these a little bit more. This is actually, I talked about this at the beginning of the stream here. This is Pinelope, and this is a chalkware doll that I had, and I painted this canvas. It was mounted on a stretcher, and I took it off this morning. And I painted him in a collaboration with Painting with Fibromyalgia. She's a channel here on YouTube. She's a painting channel, and she had a collaboration in the Creative Arts Collaboration Group. And so I participated, and I will get the link to this. I did this last May, but I thought it'd make a wonderful cover. I don't hang a lot of my art. Let me cut this, and then I'll check chat. I do not hang a lot of my art. Thank you, Nana. And I would just assume I might be painting more canvases this year. This just sounds like something I'd like to do. Now, I bought some canvas panels, but I didn't buy any of the stretched canvas. Yesterday, I saw they had it on sale, but I didn't really, it really wasn't in the market for it. So I might get me some more canvas. Maybe I'll gesso my own. And I'm going to leave it unpainted on the back. But now what I need to do is I want to attach maybe a good, I've got it over here. Attach a good portion of this. And I am just going to eyeball it. I'm not going to pretend it's going to be perfect. I so much want to take my knife and just cut there, but I better mark it. And I might get out my gold paint pen and play with my gold paint pen on this. I might play with my, I don't know if my fine line paint applicator, because that paint might, it'll get a lot of use. Maybe I'll put that in here. Now this will fold in half this way. That might be a little much. I could make a pocket. Maybe I'll do that. Make a pocket. This will fold this way. And then it'll come around like this. There's where I'm going with it, like that. So the next thing I want, is tape. I'm going to try the tape. I might have to revert back to gluing this with a strong glue. Now, where's my tape? I'm still not quite organized. I need my strong tape. Then I put it in that box over here. That's not quite what I'm after. I'm getting my tape out. Here. This will do good. Hopefully it will hold it onto the canvas. Roesta is the last chat that I saw. Are you okay? Are you guys following me? Am I boring you? Let's kind of fold this in half again. Kind of wish Pinelope was on the front, but that's okay. She'll be on the back. She will be on the back. And then everybody's watching. Okay, good. I was afraid maybe my chat was frozen or something. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tape this in 3 places here and have a pocket in the back like that. And then this will close like this. And I'll put my signatures in, and then this will wrap around. And that will take care of how short my page was. Let's get my signatures out here. My signatures. This will be a pretty fat journal. I should probably fold these for next. But this will be pretty fat. Yeah, let's just kind of squeeze them shut here. And I'll be trimming this. Now this is a pretty fat signature, but I wanted that because I want more pages. I ran out of pages in January. Oh, look, it's really going to be fat, isn't it? I'll be trimming this off, but see, this will come around like this. So my journal will close up something like that. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm not unhappy with that. I am not, but I am going to trim. That's the other thing I could do. I could go ahead and make this whole signature shorter, but I don't think I want to do that because I want it to fit in my custom keeper. But it could still fit in my custom keeper and not be the same size. I could just trim these signatures down a little. make them fit this. Are you guys bored? I have to cut an inch off of them. I'll still have the wraparound, I think. I think I'll keep my wraparound. So let's finish doing that. I like the idea of doing a pocket on the back. Now, I'm going to do a pocket on the back, and I'm still going to have the wraparound, I think. So let's do that next. That's where I was. I'm thinking this through. It isn't like I have this planned out. This is one of these spontaneous things. I kind of know what I want. It isn't like I did a mind map. Alrighty. I love my Ms. Sparkles tape. This is an inch. So if it holds, if anything, if it holds, it'll hold it good. Let's put some down here. Ah, it's sticking to my fingers. It always sticks when you don't want it to stick and won't stick when you want it to. Put it right in here. Yes. I should probably burnish that good. Because it's going on canvas. Sometimes on fabric, this tape doesn't do so great, but other times it works fine for me. Let's trim it off. I think this is going to work. Trim it off there. Now, how far do I want it to come out? This is the edge here, so I want it to come out to maybe about to here. Approximately to there. Yeah, it's strong tape, let me tell you. It is strong tape. Now let's burnish that down. And I'm just going to kind of eyeball it now. I think I'll put my ruler down there. Kind of, sort of straight. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I just don't want it to be way, way off. Now I am going to run a bead of glue along the edges here, and that will keep the glue will actually keep my paper from, you know how you put things inside your pockets and sometimes they stick on the edge? Well, if you put the glue there, the glue prevents your paper from sticking onto the tape. So I'm just going to run a little bead of glue. And it doesn't even matter if it dries before I get my paper down. It's just kind of like a little protective barrier. Just run a bead. Run a bead of glue all along the edge here. Just like that. Maybe I'll run another one here. And let's see if my tape will be good to me today. Yes, it's going to. I'll fold that like that. Probably should have folded it first, but that's how it goes. Fold this like this. Come on. Don't fail me now. Got that bead of glue on the... All right. Let's run another one. All righty. Now I'm going to take my paper as evenly as I can. You don't get much of a shot here. There. And where this paper is a little bit shorter, I'll come back in with a black marker. I'm not worried about that. Yeah. And I'm not worried about messy. I'm just not worried about that stuff. Maybe I'll put a gold marker on it or something. Put that there. Pull this out. There we go. Yeah, I'm kind of liking that. So to close up this way and this way. So now what I want to do, I'm a little short down here, but I'll just take a marker and mark it in. Maybe I'll paint on it later. Of course, it goes everywhere but on my canvas. Probably have to paint on it later because it's... But something like that. A paint will soak into the canvas. Well, I guess I'm getting it. And then I've got a pocket in here where I can stick stuff. And I think I will just kind of fold this. I don't care if it folds. It'll fold like that. I'm pretty happy with that. It's not perfect, but I'm not going for perfection. I'm going for my February journal that I can hold in my lap and do my art. And yeah. So next, let's check chat. Hi, Mark. Good morning, Mark. Hi, 80 Doll. Good morning. Mark said, good morning, Meri. You're at work. It's still first shift. And, oh, are you working overtime or are you late yet again? Thank you, Mark. Mark, I did this as a collaboration last year with painting with fibromyalgia. She had a collaboration on YouTube. And I painted Pinelope, and this was just painted with craft paint. It's just painted with craft paint. But if I would have known that I was going to use it as a journal cover, I probably would have put Pinelope here and my other gal there, because when you fold this, she's actually looking off this way. I'd rather have her looking off that way. But that's okay. You know, hey. I'm happy with Pinelope. You know, she's looking off this way. I'd like to have her looking that way, but that's the way it goes. So I'm happy with that. Now I've got those signatures are pretty fat. I'm going to trim them down. I think I'm going to trim an inch off of them. So I'm really boring you guys this morning. I am boring you, but I'm building my journal. Hey, I'm going for my paper trimmer, which is under. I've still got stuff underneath stuff. I haven't quite organized everything yet on my shelves, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. It's under those magazines that I was playing with the photo tinting. Ha! About an inch off of these pages. So let's just get at it. Because it's going to, yeah. And I'll count them as I trim them. There's Linda. Hi, Linda. Good morning. You're not bored, Mary? True. I always worry that I'm boring you guys. I'm always worried that I'm boring you all. And I don't know why that seems hard to open there. And then I have to get used to it being locked there. All right. I'm going to trim on an inch off of all these papers. So this one will be just a little bit shorter than my January one. Now this is, here, I'm going to trim it this way, I guess. But that's okay. I'm going to put these in a custom keeper, I'm thinking. If I'm not, well, I'm not. Okay, there's one. This is two. Trim off an inch here. I got things in the way over there. Yeah, I'm setting this up so I can put my pages down here as I trim them. All right, so there's two. Did I say good morning to you, 80 Doll? Good morning. And Kinder's in the house. And Kimberly 557. And Linda, McLinda. And Mark. And River City. And 80 Doll. And Roesta, and I think that's where I left off. Beth Schuler, Nanny Mo. All right. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming in the mornings. I know a lot of you are heading off to work or just getting off work or just waking up. There's 3. This is 4. This is 5. I'm going to trim it on this side. These are made out of manila envelopes. 5. This is 6. I don't think I'll have to trim my watercolor down much. This is 7. I was thinking I was cutting this graph paper off. I'm hoping I'll still have room for them. I think I will. Room for my ATCs on there. There's 8. This is Bristol paper. It's pretty thick. That's 9. Back to copy paper, 10. I like this copy paper because it's a cream color. 10. Another copy paper, 11. I think I went for 20 sheets. That'll give me, I think I said 80 or 88 pages. And I don't think I'm going to cut this down at all. I think this will be fine. So there's 12. That was the watercolor paper. $13. This is not a tutorial. 14. I was checking to see if my hands had some, they don't seem too bad. Let's wash them off with a little sanitizer here. This is 15. $16. 17. 18. 19 and 20. Except I don't think I want an ending with graph paper. Put that graph paper in a different spot. All right, let's see what I have. Let's see what I have. A lot of strips. No, I'm not going to throw them away. They'd make nice paper weaving, wouldn't they? Reminds me of what Janet did on my journal this morning. Janet, thank you for that journal. Hi, Journey. Journey, I'm working on putting together. Was it you that wanted to see how I put my journals together? Somebody asked me. I was thinking it was you. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'll put this one in here. 5. I lost count. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8. I could do it not in 2 signatures, but I'm not going to. 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, I'm happy with that, I think. I think I'm happy with it. And after I fold it again, I still might need to trim it because now I don't think I trimmed my January one. We'll see how it fits in the journal because every time you fold these pages like this, just the matter of folding it, you're still going to have the unevenness here just because you're folding it. But I'm okay with that. I might trim it down. We'll see. We'll see how it fits in the journal. And I'm just going to do this by hand. I'm just going to kind of fold it down. I could fold every page, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to crease it here. I'm just going to crease it here. Yeah, I probably will trim this. I don't know if using the bone folder will help much. This is pretty thick. and I like it thick. Now let's get my cover out. Whatever did I do with my cover again? Oh, she's here. She's here. Underneath all the strips. She's here. Oh, I'm going to like it. I am going to like it. Now, I might have to strengthen this. I think I will. I think I will strengthen that before I sew it together. And I think I will cut these pages before I sew it together, too. You see, it goes like that. And I like this wraparound. I like it like that. And so that's how it's going to go. That's going to be February. And then I'll have one of those black bands. Yeah. I am liking this. So what I'm going to do next, is actually trim this. You guys can watch. You can watch. It means I got to get my mat out here, my cutting mat. And let's just hope Meri knows what she's doing. Yeah, I think I'll trim it on this side. Turn my mat around so I have a complete line here. And you know, I should break off a blade because I've been using this blade a lot. So you get to watch me break off the blade too. I have glasses on. I would recommend that if you do this, if you have one of these, even though you're holding it pretty tight, I would still recommend that you put protective glasses on. You just never know what can happen, and your eyes are valuable. Your eyes are valuable. You don't want anything flying up and hitting you in the eye. So I do have eyeglasses on, so I'm not too worried about it. Let's get it broken. I might have to let it go out one to break it off. Come on. There. Have to have the strength to do it, but if you just keep doing it, you break off these blades and go to the next one down. I got a whole bunch of these on that liquidation sale. Got them on sale. Everything I get's on sale. Now I have a nice sharp blade to use. Let's look at chat before. Okay, Meri, I left you on my phone as I drove to work, and now I got to go, Maria says. Everybody have a lovely and blessed day. Okay, Maria. Have a great day. Everybody saying goodbye to Maria. Oh, Linda, black ice? What are you saying? Black ice? Roesta, are you ready for snow and black ice? Thank you, Linda. Said it looked great. They're saying hello to Journey. Came in. All right. Oh, yeah. I don't care for that black ice. That's scary stuff. That's scary stuff. Now, that's not, is that going to be straight? Yeah, it looks pretty straight. So now I'm going to do this little trick, and I have to stand up to do this. And I might bump the camera with my head, but I'll try not to. And then you just start as good as you can trimming these pages. I like to move them out of the way as I go down. Some people are, well, if you make a lot of journals, some people are better at this than me. If you make a lot of journals, this is old hat, but I seem to now I guess it's going all right. It's always up here at the top that gets me. What did I do? I moved my ruler there. I don't know. That one may not be as good. Do I have one more there? Yeah, I do. I have a couple more. One of those black sheets is refusing to cut. I don't know what I'm doing with all of this stuff. Yeah, I don't know if I did such a great job on that. I moved my ruler. Well, let's see what it's kind of a mess I'm making here. I'm still not quite through to the bottom yet. I had 2 layers to go through. Yeah, it's pretty good. Whoops, I got a little left down here. Let's see if I can do that without too much. Yeah. Come on. Come on. What are you doing? That's pretty good. It's always the top up here that for some reason or another, right in there, I always mess up. I must be doing something wrong there. Yeah. One of those black pages there. There. That's pretty good. I'm not unhappy with it. All right, let's get rid of this mess. You guys are just going to get to watch me do my journal this morning. And for those of you who came in, I'll show it again. I'm showing it several times this morning. This is what Janet sent me. Janet's actually sent me a composition book journal. And I'm sure this is made out of wallpaper strips here. I'm just loving it. And she used my Pinelope stamp in here. And I think she actually probably collaged this several times. It almost feels like fabric. It almost feels like fabric. And then she put beading around there and lace. And she made it Midori-style. I'm loving that tassel. She made it Midori-style so that I can slip these pages in and out. She put a pocket here with a note and another pocket here on the back. And I think I'm going to copy my lists down in here and make this my list book. You see, I'll just have all sorts of journals for, here's my January one. My January one is thick. It's been used. I've been having so much fun in here. I'm just having so much fun. And see, it's raggedy. The pages are dog-eared. You know, I've got bobby pins clipping. But look how thick. Look how thick my 2019 journal is going to be. My 2019, I'll probably have to get more than one custom keeper from Aunt Beck. Got Aunt on my head, in my head. From Shannon. I'll probably get more than one custom keeper from her. So, I'm having fun. That's the important thing, is to have fun with your art. Don't let anybody, here's Meri. Meri has to preach this to herself, and she has to have her friends tell her too. Don't let anybody tell you, and this might be a good reason for me to get off, and I'm not going to try vent, but I did that Happy Mail video a couple days ago, a couple days ago, I got those. I showed those kitties that I got from Annie V that I'm passing along to Aunt Beck, and I did that doodle. It got attacked. My video got a whole bunch of thumbs downs, and you know, that really, I have to be honest with you, it hurt. They say, "Oh, Meri, you got to have a thick skin. Oh, they're just trolls, you know, and you get counts for views." Here it is. I'm buffering. You guys probably didn't hear all of that, but it's petty and unkind to go out there and attack somebody's video. If you think that you're the master and the only one who can do certain types of art, well, you just go in your own little world and do your art and leave the rest of us alone. Just leave us alone. I'm not bothering you. In fact, I'm trying to stay away from you. All right. So now I want to poke holes. Yeah, you know, I hate to be that way sometimes. I try not to get off on that, but I have to be honest with you. It was a happy mail video and it was a doodle video. And, you know, and I was having fun. And for them to come and attack it like that was just, it was just crappy. And it just shows you how little some people can be when they think they're big. All right, I'm done. Meri keeps saying I'm done. I want to include, when I bind this, I'm going to bind the cover and all the pages at once. So when I poke my holes, and I am going to poke holes in all of these at once here, so that means I need to get out my clip so that it'll hold it tight. Thank you, Journey. Carlana says, I ordered a traveler's journal and the bigger notebook. I can't remember its name. I think I want its inserts. From Shannon Green? Yeah. Carlana, yeah, I sent that to you, didn't I? The traveler's journal? Yeah. If you ordered it from Shannon Green, really, you could probably message her and tell her it was one of those journals that she sold to Meri, that you won one of them, and Shannon would probably know what size of an insert you have. I'm not up on all of that. I don't make my own traveler's journals. In fact, I would rather have a larger journal like this that I can hold in my hand, and I need a lot of space to write and do my art in. So I am happy with this. I am happy with how this has gone. It's a little bit shorter than I intended, but it came out in the long run. And as I use it, these pages will get, well, I'm thinking what I need to do though here before I bind it is strengthen this. I want to strengthen this. I don't think I want to put tape down here, but I do think I want to strengthen it in the center. So I think that I will just kind of put a little mark here and a little mark here. And I'm going to get out some tape. Ah, you should see my floor. It's a mess. I clean it up and then I mess it up. I want to get some duct tape here. And I think, let's see, what do I want? I could use the red or the, I kind of like that. This is on sale duct tape again. I could use red for February, or I could use this, and I'm leaning toward that. I'm going to strengthen it on the inside. Maybe more cardstock. Yeah, I think I'm going to use duct tape. So let's just pull this out. More cardstock would work. It would actually bring it to there, but I think I'll just go ahead and, because I got cardstock here. And I think what I'm going to do is just, and actually what I could do is, yeah, I got that out and I don't need it. Put these lines here. Actually, okay, I can pull this up pretty easy. I don't know if this is going to stick to it. Maybe I need to glue this down. I'm a little bit worried that how easy I can pull that up, but we'll see after I get it burnished down. Let's cut it off. See, it won't, not much of it will show. It's almost 7 o'clock. I might have to finish this in a standalone because I don't like to go too late when I am doing my live streams. So I might finish this in a standalone video maybe later today. Just go out and do a standalone video. Let's cut. I'm tempted to put it that way, but I don't think I will. I think I will trim it off here. And if I have to go back and do something different to this, I will. I don't really want to put it over my painting here. There we go. Just like that. So the pages have been trimmed down. I've got 20 pages of different types of paper. I've got my little standalone flap that I made a pocket here. So the next thing I'm going to do, and I'll do this in a standalone video. The next thing that I'm going to do, let's get that other page in there. The next thing that I'm going to do is poke the holes and bind it on the sides. I'm really happy with this. I might get some big numbers, 2019. I saw some yesterday on sale, but I didn't at Hobby Lobby, but I didn't pick them up because I didn't think I needed them. 2019. I think I might just paint it on. I should put February in there someplace too, or I could just do it on the inside. Yeah, and this will grow fat. This will grow fat like my January one did. It's already fat, but it will grow fatter, and it will probably use the majority of this flap over here. Let's grab this. See, I have these hairband. Dee Dee Willingham got me to using these. And I'll close it that way. Have a closure that way. I'm very, very happy with this. In fact, I might go paint some more canvases now. You might be seeing me paint more canvases. All right, that's what I did this morning. That, and I opened Happy Mail from Janet. Sent me this composition book. Thank you so much, Janet. Show the back side again. This. You want to see this? This? Is that what you want to see, Linda? This is Pinelope. I painted her last year. This is just craft paint. This is not an expensive paint. It's just craft paint done on a canvas that I got it on sale, and I took it apart this morning. And then here, let's open it up. Let me get Janet's out of the way here. I just open it up this way, and it'll be bound. I'll do that in a standalone video. And it'll open up this way, and then I can work on my pages. I've got different types of paper. I've got copy paper. I've got my graph paper that I like to do my ATCs on. I don't know if I can get 4 on here. I'm sure hoping I can. I think maybe I can. I cut it down a little. And then I cut down a manila envelope. Here's this black. Now, I got this black paper at the dollar store, and they call it poster board. But it's really thinner than poster board. It's a thin paper. It's just perfect. And I love it because it's black on both sides. That other paper that I got at Hobby Lobby or Joann's or wherever I got it was called project paper. It was only black on one side and it was glossy. And I like this a lot. For a dollar store, I got 3 sheets out of it for $1. Here's my manila envelope and graph paper. I've got some Bristol paper here. More copy paper. Got my watercolor paper. Copy paper. I've got some Strathmore paper in here too. It's in here someplace. Strathmore calligraphy paper that was on sale at Hobby Lobby. So I got some calligraphy paper. My graph paper and my copy paper. Yeah. So there's the inside of my February journal, and I will bind it. I will bind it in a standalone video. Probably be easier for me to do in a standalone anyway, because I'll have to poke. What I do, let me get my January one out. Oh, let me reach for it. On January, let's close this up. On January, when I bound it, I got a great big long, I used double thread, and the thread that I'm going to use on my February is going to be this red crochet thread, and I do double it. I double it, and I have to say, they say to use the length 3 times. I go 5 times, and it's long, but I've done a lot of needlework. And so you have to be careful because that you don't tangle it. But I've done a lot of needlework, and I can handle those long threads. I go just a little bit slower. So, but I punch a hole about, see, this is breaking apart at up here and up here. That's why I strengthened this one. It's not too bad if I put it away. But I poke a hole in the center and one at the bottom and one at the top. So that's 3. And then I poke 2 here and 2 here. And that's 4. And so I have 7 holes. And then I just do the pamphlet stitch in and out. But I'll do that in a standalone video to show you. I'll get this out of the way. And get Janet's back out here again here. Yeah, I think with the red thread. And then I leave that long thread. I make that thread extra long so that I can have enough for the tassel. I make myself a pretty long tassel. And it's just a part of my binding thread. And I think a red tassel on this will be really nice. Hi, Jeri. Welcome, welcome. I hope I didn't mess anybody up there. How many pages? I have 20 pages folded over. So there's really about, well, 20 times 4 is 80 pages. There's 20 sheets of paper folded over. So that gives me 4 pages per sheet times 20 is 80 pages. And let me tell you, January, I had 17 pages and I'm running out of space. I can't do as much journaling as I want in here. So 20 pages will be about right. I have a couple less days in February, but yeah, I think 20 pages anymore. I was going to do 25, but that's a pretty thick signature. But I'm just going to do the pamphlet stitch with it. I'll have to poke those holes really nice, and I'll have to go pretty slow there, but that's okay. I'm going to do it. Hi, Sherry Lynn. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And Lynn is in the house. Hi, Lynn. I didn't see you come in. Lynn Wright, good morning. Ray is in the house. Hi, Ray. I could actually cut this journal a little bit shorter. I used a piece of, I used a cover, and it was only 15-inch size of, I think it was watercolor paper. And I meant to grab the 17-inch one. So I cut it too short. So I had to shorten everything down just a little. But that's okay. I'm all right with it. Width-wise, I made it about 1 inch shorter than what I intended. Lynn is in the house. Jerry's in the house. River City, 80 doll. Can you show me your January one? Yes, here's my January journal. Oh, Jerry, look what, before I show you that, look what Janet sent. It's a composition book one. And I'm sure she used wallpaper strips, and she used the top of my little stamp. I'm going to send her some more stamps. And she's covered the inside, of course, with gold and Tim Holtz, and then it's Midori-style. I can slip out the inside. I'm just so happy with that. Janet, thank you so much. Let's put it on here. So this is my January one. And here again, I have seven punches in here. And yeah, I put a calendar page in, my ATCs. I cut this. I found this in one of the magazines. It was a show listing for Pete's Dragon. I watched that this month. This is a card that I made. I made that in Monica Moran's Zoom. ATC, more ATCs. I'm going to put this on one of my months. I don't know which one, but this is the Shakespeare canvas that Dee Dee sent me. I've got journaling under here. I put pages. This is all about Explore. January, I cut up that Explore book, history book. It was all about the age of exploration. And so I've got all these exploration fussy cuts in here. Here's the ATC that Aunt Beth sent. Here's page 11 for the scavenger hunt. This is the back of these ATCs. These are lists that what I was going to do in my streams. And I did get a postcard sent off to Beetle Chick. So these are the postcards that she sent me. Bobby pin holders. There's some more fussy cuts from the Explore book. Linda, if you're in here, I saved this postcard to, well, actually both of these, to scan for I think I got another one too, to send you a postcard. So we'll get that done. More ATCs, more journaling under here. This is the ATC that Sherry Lynn sent me. More journaling under here, more ATCs. Back of them, here's where I was experimenting. This black paper is thinner, and it's glossy, and it's white on the back. So I'm glad I got that other black paper at the dollar store. More lists and fussy cuts. Here's more lists that what I was going to do in my morning streams. More ATCs. I'll do something. January's not over with yet. I just got me into showing all of this. These are from Aunt Beck from the image swap that we have. And Aunt Beck, yours is all addressed and packaged and ready to go. I just have to get it to the mailbox. More, this is page 28. So this is ATC 28. Today's the 29th. So I've got to do these. And then this was from a pick 10. Here's my knight in shining armor. Some more Explore black and white pictures. This was from a pick 10. And here are my doodle ATC challenges and sketching. This is all from January. Can you see how much fun I've had in here? Can you see how much fun I've had in here? Doodle ATCs. Here's another pocket with Sherry Lynn's and somebody else sent me happy mail here. Sherry Lynn. Aunt Beck, I think I put some of Aunt Beck's in there too. Image swaps. Here's 20, let's see, that was 28, 29, 30, 31. So I've got to finish out my ATCs. Here's some more doodle challenges. I was experimenting with painting around fussy here. Dee Dee Willingham inspired. More lists, journaling. Here's my fibs. These are extra fibs. I was playing with sketching. I'm working on Anne's little red beetle. I want to do this. I'm going to end it in January. I'm going to get your snow globe band painted in January. If I get it done in January, I'll be doing good. This was just an inspire page. Here's an abandoned shell page, the eggshell abandoned page. A pick 10. Here's my fib sketches. I haven't showed these yet. Strawberry leaf, a potato leaf, a viburnum leaf. These were the prompts. A quince leaf, and then I think these two are artist choice. I don't have them done yet. More fib sketches. I think I'll put some scavenger pages on here. Fib sketches. This is a list of fib sketches, and I've read 3 books in January. And then on back is I have my Bible reading schedule, my spiritual side of me. So there's the walkthrough of January. February is going to grow just as fat. I'll tell you. I'll tell you. I bored you all there. I'm way behind in chat. Hi, Katrina. Thank you, Sherry Lynn. You know what? What I do in the mornings in my art, it's just my art. It's just my fun. I'm not meaning this to be professional art or anything like this. And that's what I would tell you. That's why I got off on my little vent this morning. I'm still venting because it hurt a lot. It really did hurt me deeply. But I would encourage you to go do your art. You know, the people out there just sometimes drive me crazy. Just start where you are. Start where you are. And if your face does, you know, if your nose if the noses don't look right, so what? Go do a page of noses. Play with your journals. Do a little art every day. And I have to tell you, I needed my friends yesterday. I did some crying on their shoulders last night because when I saw that, I came home. I was tired anyway when I got home. And when I saw all those thumbs down on that Happy Mail video of kitty cats and my doodle, I saw those thumbs down, and it really hurt a lot. I cried with my friends. I'm still kind of getting over it. So I'm going to say to those people again, just go away. Just go away and leave me alone. Go into your own little corner of the internet and we'll be happy. puberty and teens. I don't think it's puberty, Lynn. I think it's old age. I think the people that are doing this are way beyond puberty, but maybe they just haven't grown up yet. I don't know. I think the people that did this are way beyond puberty. And you know, I try not to get, I try not to, I do kind of privately with my friends because I do need shoulders to cry on every now and then. And it's good to have friends that you can go and tell your troubles to. But you know, I try not to dwell on it in my art videos, but today and yesterday, I'll tell you, it sunk in and it hurt. Thank you, Katrina. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Kimberly. Yeah, you know, I'm no different than everybody else. I need encouragement, and you guys give me more than you know. I know I have a lot of people out there who, you know, they send me happy mail and they encourage me and everything. But I tell you, I'm no different than anybody else. When people start doing that to me, it makes me angry and it hurts. And I just say it one more time to the people that are doing it, go away. The internet's a big place. You can have your own little spot on the internet and nobody will come bother you. Thank you. Thank you, Sherry Lynn. Yeah, thank you, Journey. All right, Mary's trying to get over this, but I'm not sure that I'm totally over it. Yeah, thank you, Linda. So I did my journal this morning. I still have to bind it, but you saw me take this canvas apart and measure it down and trim it to fit. And I added this wrap around. And in the end, I cut my pages down. I've trimmed off the sides. In the end, I'm very, very happy with it. I'm very happy with it. I think I'll have a lot of fun with it in February. I'm looking forward to it. So, and I'm going to do a standalone video to bind it. I may try. I don't know if I'll get it done today, to be honest with you, because I want to get my printer up and going. So I might work on my printer. Well, it just depends on how we're going to have that phone guy come in and put in that caption phone for my brother. So that's to be dealt with today. So I'm getting ready to leave. Thank you guys for listening to me vent this morning. I'll try not to do that too much on my channel, but sometimes I just got to let it out. The theme for February, that's a good question, 80 Doll. I have, do I have it out here? Let me show you. Let me show you because I think I have it out over here. When I was reaching to get my cutter, let me get to it. Let me get to it. Can you hear things falling? Yes, I do. Let me bring it over. When I was photo tinting here, I got some of my photo tint pictures here too. These needlecraft magazines, a couple of them are in real bad shape. And did I get the one that's in bad shape? I thought I did. This one is in really bad shape, but it's a February issue. These are not too bad. They're kind of falling apart. I might use some out there. This is a January issue, which I could, it's in pretty good shape. This is a April issue. And these are just, looks like some loose pages, maybe from February. No, I think it's too nice. But I'm going to use this Needlecraft magazine as the theme. And I don't know if I'll have enough because see, look how torn and ripped it is in there. But I'll get some inspiration. I might go to one of my other Needlecraft magazines and pull some. See, I can use that silhouette. I can use advertisements. And I won't use this part. I'll probably have to destroy because it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad in here. It looked like something wet got on it. Looks like something wet and oily got on it. It was bad when I opened it up, but I can save. I don't know if I'm really inspired by that picture, but I'm inspired by this one. Gargle with Listerine. The last thing at night and the first thing in the morning. There's some poetry that I can pull out, and I can pull out some of these pictures in here. So this is going to be my February theme, is needlecraft, but I might go, I don't know if I'll have enough. We'll see. I might go to this January one. Like, see, she would go really good, wouldn't she? She would go good with my dolls here. So I might pull from my January one too. So that's going to be the theme for February. Oh, thank you guys. You guys, you know, I'm sorry to go off on you like that. But it's not just me that it happens to. I know that. And I know all the things that are common to know, but that doesn't make it hurt any less. So if I just go on and work in my art, I'll get over it and we'll just move on, Meri. So there we go. So I really want to thank everybody for coming in. I really appreciate it. And I want to thank Janet for sending me the composition journal. I am going to put lists in here. This is going to be my list journal. You heard it here. But I think I'll put the nicer ones that I print, not the ones that I scribble when I'm scribbling in chat. I'm going to redo them in here. Hi, Faithful Mass. Good morning. I'm getting ready to sign off. I've been through it this morning. I've been building my journal this morning. I'm really happy with how this has turned out. I just loved it. I love to hold it in my hands. This will be really fun to work with away from my desk. It's a nice and sturdy, and I can clip my pen on here, or I can put it inside here, you know, after I can put it in the center here. I'm not going to, but I can. So yeah, I'm just very happy with this. And I got different kinds of paper in here. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, I can't tell you how much you guys encourage me. You encourage me so much. If I couldn't do these streams, I'd probably be lost. If I couldn't do my channel, I'd have to find something to occupy my time. You see how much time I put in here? I'd be so bored. I'd probably have my nose in books is probably what I'd be doing. Yes. That's a good point, Jeri. Thank you for mentioning it. At Lisa, My Eclectic Life, Lisa and Tanya are doing a hangout, and they are finishing up their project that they're doing. They're doing a project where they're working along with a video from Lori Marie Jenkins. And it's a fun project. I'm up with them. I've still got a little fussy cutting to do. But yeah. All right. Thank you all for coming. If you stay warm, for those of you who the cold weather's hitting us, stay warm. If you have to get out and work, have a good day. If you have a little time, do a little art. Bye, everybody. Thank you for coming. Carlana, I just saw your question. You said, who do we finish our book with tonight? It is on Lisa, My Eclectic Life, her channel, Lisa's. Yeah. Okie dokie.